Hello everybody, welcome to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 11. This is a Week 2 game. The Adamant Adams, the Copenhagen Cats. I am Mistletoe, joined by Booney on the production side and the casting side.
Yeah, I mean, this should be an interesting game. Of course, both these teams losing in their first round, their first week matchup here. Adams falling to Block Kids in a map 5 banger. Cats falling in 4 to the Chi-Town Chillers. I think that both these teams, I liked the Adams like towards the end of their series kind of picked up. They had a kind of an early struggle, but figured things out maybe towards the end a bit. Whereas Cats, I think, are still looking for some answers. But this Rue tank lineup is definitely the one that shocked me the most playing against this Cats team last week. Void Fiber is still going to be Void Fiber, of course, on that Venture, on the Vendetta. Of course, Vendetta gained the buffs in the recent patch, is a much more viable character. But yeah, Rue has been a shock for me here. Zarya has been looking immaculate for their SR. I think still the biggest question here with this team is the support line, you know, with Cat and Mel both being Mercy players, both main supports. They just don't really have like a solid Thug support player, so I think that this team will eventually find this job. Maybe it might struggle early here. But looking at the bans real quick, we do have the Adams are going to ban the Wrecking Ball, which is going to force Igorol over onto the bench. And the Copenhagen Cats are going to ban the Mizuki. Cat and Mel don't like playing the Mizuki. And then also their team has Adam. And Adam is a probably top 3, if not, top 2 Mizuki in the league so far since his release. So I think they're going to look to exploit that here. But in terms of the lineups, take a quick look at what we're seeing here. The Adamant Adams don't have 2 Atoms. They have an Atom, but Atom not showing up on the prod side for me. So consider Atom 2 Adam. They don't have stats anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're going to have the Root Tank lineup here first in the Zone Tower, which is unfortunate for Egurol because I think they probably want to play ball here, but going to be forced in the bench here to start off this series over on Lijiang.
Yeah. Something that I told my team recently was, even if you lose week 1, game 1, that's just week 1, game 1. It's the least impactful game of the season.
Yeah, especially with how our kind of group reshuffling happens, you could, because this is the, I believe this is the A bracket for the Borealis division, so even if you get last in this division, you're still only going to be second in the second group of next conference, so you are still going to be in a playoff spot. And it's got to maintain that for 2 more divisions, and, if you figure things out towards the end or a patch comes through, your team can easily bounce back. So this definitely, for these 2 teams in specific, being down 0-1 to start off in Group A, not the big a deal.
Indeed, putting up for the cast, Nikki kind of just posting out. It was like when the main just shooting their gun. Well, Pepper Hall's early. Using now the Zarya with no bubbles, but still looks to keep pushing with the charge. Dagan falls. Wiper going in, but probably disengaging. Oh, never mind. Go to the high ground.
Adam is hard hunting right now. This Venture trying to force them away. Looks they will not be successful in that eventual kill. But yeah, good opening start there for Anarchy finding the pick on a Void Fiber. Anarchy is going to be the one to look out for the Adams. They were a start performer last week, and now they got shut down Void Fiber on the other side. Thankfully, Anarchy is like a Cassidy main, so it's a very good tool to shut down the Venture / Vendetta. So Void Fiber has played this a lot slower, a lot smarter here. Trying to Rue Lupinus for these bubbles, and Fuzzy falling pretty low here, forcing back to the point for the fight that breaks up. A Knife Fire, nice wall, slows things down.
The Maywall and the Custom will be the 2 tools that will shut down Void Fiber, which did a lot of the strength of this game. A lot of the SRs cooked in a Void Fiber. Also, Cat is on the Nyata now. Shooting, pressuring out. One thing I will say is Sun is no Knight for quite a while. He does not like Zenyatta. It'll be hard for him. Using Nikki and Adam actually take out both supports on the side of the Copenhagen Cats for the fight starts, causing disengage.
I mean, this is just so tough for Rue Lupinus as the Zarya or Bake on the cast. There's just no speed, no Juno, no Lucio. So you're walking in to this team that has 2 speed. Oh, Anarchy, nice move from Adam. Forced the Venture up in the sky, and this get the opening pick, and now they're going to walk and spawn here again, find more, and Anarchy finds 2 here. And now They might not be long for the spawn room to meet their teammates, and Anarchy just lights up the kill feed here with Adam. And I mean, the Adam just look like a completely dominance here. They haven't used a single ult, and they're 85%.
Yeah. This is just... What can you do if you're losing the dry fights?
I mean, Bacon's trying the high noon. Maybe find a pick on a Fuzzy here. Fuzzy's not careful. They do get on the corner at some time, but Voidfiber kind of caught on point now with no dig or anything, and they're going to die if they can pop the Tectonic Shock. And beats the beat from Adam. They're just going to seal this 2v5 right on up here. Bacon gets one for the stat sheet. That's all they're going to get as Rue falls on point with the Graviton Surge of Fuzzy. And those are all the ults they need, the 5-man dump ult. And there's nothing you can do there if you're the Copenhagen Cats. We're just seeing the aggressive plays from the Adams with the help of the speed boost from this Lucio. It's just getting Anarchy and Fuzzy in a position to do something here. Whereas, you know, Voidfiber has to use the cooldown to get in.
Yeah,
Only 2 elims the entire time.
This can't feel good if you're the Copenhagen Cats, because
No.
every fight, if you lose it with an ult, the upside is at least they used ult. They didn't use a single ult until final fight. You can't just feel even like there's no upsides.
And I mean, you know, you're playing this like venture, so it's up to the Kiri to kind of keep the venture staying, but Voidfiber again going really deep on these dives, no follow-up, because without the speed, they can't get the Zarya of Rue in the spot to give them a bubble, so they go with one bubble, have to dig, and Anarchy just stands over their dig spot and waits for them to pop up again. Voidfiber, knowing this, now goes over onto the Reaper, way more brawly here, so they don't really want the speed boost, they want them to waste their speed to get into them, and put in the damage with these Reaper shotguns, and get Rue some charge. That's not a good start.
Bubble comes through. Yeah, Bacon immediately gets booped. Voidfiber bubbled the engage, but it might be too late because already down at DPS.
Down multiple here. I mean, you got Voidfiber with a Mercy Pocket, but you know, a Reaper up close with the Mercy Pocket can't do too much of Anarchy's finding these shots like this. Already 65% to that high noon for the point even flips to their side. Anarchy's having a great showing so far on this Cassidy. 18-0 on the stat sheet, almost 5k damage. Gold in both respective categories if we're still using the Overwatch 1 medal system. Which I am. I'm an old head, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Hold on. We've
Anarchy
shut things down
early. Signs of life the way the Copenhagen Cats.
And those signs of life might have already be squelched out here.
Yeah, immediately. That's what he's picked off.
Oh.
Hey, there's the chance.
I mean, Rue has charge on point now, because now the Brawl has to fight on this point. The fact you can get past the bridge without your speed is huge. Anarchy has a turn. If Fuzzy can stay alive here, it's big, but the reload on Adam is at the wrong moment, the wrong time, and Bacon returns from the grave on the bridge and going to find these picks. They're going to get the flip here. The first fight win for the Copenhagen Cats, and that comes down to Bacon finding the opening shot, that miracle kill on towards Anarchy across the bridge, give the space they need, and now they don't have the speed boost, but they don't need it. They can hold this bridge area. We might see a good flip here for the Cats. Maybe they'll hold on this point for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. Bubbles used to maybe mitigate a boop. Second bubble is used on the side of Fusey. Fusey now has 0 bubbles, but will still be engaging. Grab available. Is hit. Big grab. Just like that, the flip goes back the way of the Adams.
They did use 3 ults for that, though. In exchange for your High Noon and your Valkyrie, they popped in High Noon, Graviton, and Kasuna Rush. So a fairly economic exchange for the Copenhagen Cats. They don't get the lead, but they are going to have their own rush as well as Void Fibers, Death Blossom with the grab from Rue to follow things up. Adam's beat has to be huge here. And oh, Void Fiber just TPs into all 5 of them? What was that? That's a reset there from the Reaper. Just to answer my own question. And, I mean, this fight's already over. Now we're at last fight territory. You walk into a beat and a blizzard. Things got a lot more dire here with just that single TP play.
Yeah. If you just gonna take a, you can take a really fast fight. If you don't take this fast fight, it's a 1-fight territory. Or the blizzard comes through. And everyone just dies. Okay.
I mean, you can't even use your rush here. They die too fast. They get a good amount of wave spawners here, though, so maybe Void Fiber gets a touch here at 90%. They might have used that beat a little prematurely here. for the side of the Adamant Adams. Voifer going to TP over on the point. Has Depth Loss and ready to be unleashed at a moment's notice. Goes for the TP now, but gets walled up by Nightfire. Huge wall!
Hey. Excellent read, by the way, of the Adams that Woodpiper was their toucher, noticing no one is walking out and just perfectly playing around it.
Yeah, no, that's the Adamant Adams had a good match against the Blockheads. Blockheads came out on top towards the end. They look to have brought their kind of late series form here into this game, and Copenhagen Cats are continuing the struggle. We're just seeing that there's just no way for this team to get in and do anything on these sort of long range. If the other team has a Lucio, it's kind of over before the fight even really breaks out.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, hopefully the Copenhagen Cats are gonna have some answers here. Unless that's break, do not go anywhere. Overwatch Clash continues after this short break.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 11. This is the Adams versus Copenhagen Cats. I'm also joined by Booney on the production side and the casting side. And we just watched a, put bluntly, brutal beatdown the way of the Copenhagen from the side of the Adams. Just shutting down the Cats.
Yeah, that you put it there pretty well. That was kind of brutal to watch. Just the lack of speed on Lijiang Tower is so tough, especially when you're trying to play this mirror comp with with Cassidy, with Zarya. If they can't get in a position, then it's just a shooting range for Aniki. Like Aniki was actually playing like an old style PC, like point click adventure game. He was playing I Spy. Like he was not playing Overwatch because was letting things up and taking names on like Cassidy, and Bacon just stood no chance against the that just run you down speed. We do have a sub here though, with Lucio being banned from side of Copenhagen Cats. Adam moves over onto the tank. Austin comes in for hit scan. Nightfire moves over onto the support. You know, I'm thinking that either Atom or Nightfire are going to play that Juno to keep that speed up. And we're going to see a Brig Ana here for the Copenhagen Cats. Voidfire will probably swap towards that Vendetta. And this is the map they won last week, actually, against my team, against the Chi-Town Chillers. And that was a Voidfire also having the Venture band here. So they might have a strategy here. I think they played Vendetta last time as well. So I think that, honestly, I think the Copenhagen Cats' best move might just not be playing Venture, because there's just nobody that goes in with Voidfire to find follow-up, where on Vendetta, you know, they can just kind of solo a lobby. So I think that Vendetta might honestly be the move here for the Copenhagen Cats, should they win this map here again without the Venture being unlocked.
I will say, I'm loving Nightfire for a long time. I mean, he plays Juno, but not as much as... But on that Juno character here, you just kind of want to go fast. And immediately picks off Cat. Pressure from the missile as well, just damage up the team, and that looks going to be first fight.
Yeah, they're going to stagger out Mel here as well. It's going to be... They're not moving. Yeah, this is bad.
Oh no!
Okay, they finally put them out of their misery there for that one. But yeah, a good start here. I mean, Nightfire finds an open pick on the Cat on the Brigitte, and they instantly swap back to the Mercy here. So we're going to pocket Bacon and try to shut down Aniki on this Tracer, is my guess here. But Austin is just, again, finding more value on his Cassie so far, having a higher ult charge. And then just comes to the tank, making the space here as Adam maintains this chokehold, and Rue just can't really walk in right now.
Indeed. Almost got the Void Fiber, but...
Oh, what a boop!
Whipper falls traded for Austin.
Oh.
Hits. Shroom falls. Onyx is low as well. It can pop High Noon. That's not enough. Adam Zarya will just shred the entire team.
I mean, Voidfire finds two. They don't have touch though, so there's gonna be that point going their way. Austin High Noon. It would have been massive. I'm not sure what booped them. It might have been Rue with a right click booped them out of that LOS, because Austin had like a 3K lined up with that High Noon. Just couldn't quite land that shot, but got the final blows in the end of the day anyway. Looking at the ult charge here, supports almost online here for the Copenhagen Cats. They're gonna have the nano boost probably on towards Void Fiber, but Adam will be able to match up with the Casino Rush. With Nightfire down, they don't have the speed ring for disengage here. This nano venture might go huge, but they're gonna opt in to use the nano on a Rue inside the Grab Town Surge, but Austin just landing headshot after headshot here inside the grab, but Rue comes back, looks for another one here, and they brought us back. A good nano to keep Rue standing as the res comes through as well to get that get the Vendetta standing once again. Finds two in the fight, and Copenhagen Cats with a fight victory here, and a fairly even ult exchange.
Yeah, hopefully, for the sake of the game, let's just stay solid. Competition continues. The bubblies. That was both bubbles available. Looking to get a refight here. Aniki with his pulse bomb ready, almost ready. Over at 8% as well. Also,
Oh, shut down
Lens
though.
off the Ana.
Now Adam should die here as well. The Sundering Blade damage you could put onto that Zarya. But instead, good amount of healing coming through for Nightfire and Adam. Castles are going to exchange the picks. But the res comes through here from Cat as well. And it's been another fight victory. And that's going to be the point there as well. The Adam getting staggered here. The Atom being staggered here. The Nightfire with the Orbit Array for nobody. And he returns to the 1v5. But yeah, that's going to be a 1-1 here in Saravasa. The Vendetta comp looking a lot stronger here now for the side of Copenhagen Cats. As with Bacon kind of matching Austin and Cassie so far. Cat's res have just been massive.
That res has been huge here, Austin. With Deadeye ready, I'm not sure when to use it here, because rotation fight is kind of happening. Adam does rotation, actually.
I don't know how that happens, but they're going to be able to walk in now with the take advantage, but Voidfire just gets immediately shot down across the way, but the res once again from Cat is massive, makes it a 5v4 once again. Point still yet to unlock, but Adam's still yet to return to the fight as well. Nightfire in tough spot, and yeah, down to Juno right now to 5v3. This is going to be first cap here once again, probably for the Cats, unless Anarchy has a miracle up his sleeve.
Anarchy are looking to pull this miracle off.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Okay. Voidfire brings it back with a 2k. And they will hold that grab, which is big. I thought that for sure that if they won that point, Rue would lock in that grab and shut that down, but now you're able to hold on to it, and he'll pair it with a Sundering Blade. There's nothing that can shut this down, and honestly, this could be another fight victory, and for the cheap one thing, hold on to that one, not invest in Nano, not invest in the Valkyrie. And, I mean, Nightfire can't build his Open Array fast enough to count this one out. Anarchy has to get, once again, we have two grab combos here, though, Pulse Bomb and Sundering Blade. Which one finds more value? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think
okay!
Grab, oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
What? They invest the 3k, they get the 3k of the blade, and then invest in the nano afterwards?
And the Valk?
Oh, that's not good. Because you're going to walk into Pulse Bomb, you're going to walk into Casino Rush inside. It is the last for territory for you here, so if Bacon finds a big high noon kill, it's possible. But you would love to have the nano or Valkyrie back here, because you're walking into a Casino Rush here from Atom, and that's going to be tough to counteract here. This might be a lost fight, but just make it costly. Unless Bacon finds yet another pick. Oh, okay, you say it and he arrives. Bacon with another pick.
Adam, Lazaria now. Pulse goes wide.
Pulse goes wide to get the
Alright,
res,
really
but Rue is so
low.
weak. They can't fight in the rush here. Wait, but Mel finds two on the sideline here. Hold on, it's a 2v2 on point. Bacon and Mel against Atom and Adam here. Oh, and Nightfire is also. I did not see the Juno off my screen. So yeah, 3v2, they're going to back up here. But it was costly. They got the Casino Rush and the Pulse Bomb out here in exchange for just the High Noon, which Bacon already 4% to their next one. Could easily flip this here. Because you got spawns as well, got the later kills. Let's see if Voidfire says to opt in and go in quick. Looks they will. Right down Main Street. Get that charge for Rue built up here already. Voidfire get punished though. They went way too deep on that.
Yeah. Almost, yep, Rue just falls, and I think that's gonna be the point. Or this fight, the way of the Adam and Adams here.
Yeah, and what happened there is that Austin now built the High Noon. Adam close to Growtown Surge. Will get it before Rue here. And we're left by territory both sides. So Adam might just pop in this Growtown Surge the second they build it. And with no defensive support element on their side, it's going to be massive. And there's going to be no follow-up here for their side to really try and negate this one. Bacon had the best tool, but did not have it online.
Nice pitch to grab. Grab's ready.
Oh,
Grab's
that's a big
hit.
one.
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with the High Noon there though.
No, I do. You didn't know they didn't get a touch there after the flip, so you thought overtime would trigger, and if that's the case, you want to get those 3 kills. And with how quickly Austin's been building them, they're just a cooldown. Like Austin and Bacon are having a old standard Western showdown here. Austin 18-6, Bacon's 15-6, both around the 7k damage mark. They are going band for band here, go blow for blow. The Peacekeepers. We do have a pause being called by the Copenhagen Cats right now. Maybe a disconnect or so. So we can take a look at the alts coming up here. You'll also easily exchange a High Noon for a point cap. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Upside that one for it all. Um, Bacon will have theirs here. Almost 5 ults online for the Copenhagen Cats. Probably not this fight, but it's still going to be a neutral on the other fight on the side as well, unless Anarchy finds a big pulse bomb. But I do think that right now you got for the Copenhagen Cats because Rue has got some charge. Austin's in an awkward spot. You can see on the prod screen right there. 1v winning a like 60 to 70 charge Zarya as a Cassie, not the best idea here. Yeah, we will wait and see how long this pause might go for. Okay, looks just like a dead mouse, so potentially going to go get some charge for that one. I would like to talk about, show stats for Austin or Anarchy, but we didn't get them from the last game, so we got nothing to show. Unfortunately, this would be a perfect time to show off some of those stats. I guess let's see this, Mistletoe. If you were in the position of Cat or Mel, a support on the team that's losing right now in Cerebasa, close to your ultimate, what do you want? How do you want to play this fight? Do you want to take this slow, build yours, or do you want to go fast knowing they don't have theirs? What would be your shot call right now?
Realistically, the shot call for me would be to take a fast fight because it's last point. But the smart decision is to just chill and wait for ult to come back.
See how to approach this one?
Yeah, maybe get one of the support ults. Use that. See how it goes though. They do seem to be fighting early-ish.
Also doesn't find anything. Oh, Rue's dead though.
Lupin falls early and Woodpepper goes 2.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're surviving the Anarchy Pulse Bomb. Doesn't quite find the kill there. And another stagger onto Mel. You didn't invest any ults on your side, so thankfully you're going to have 5 coming into this fight. But you're walking into the Order Array, in the Kasunia Rush. Just a lot of tools here now for the Adamant to just try to survive and just to try to outlive your ults, but they do have the combo here. If you have 5 ults, win this with just grab and Sundering Blade, you're going to be in a great spot. This is still 0.5, but Rue can't die here. Rue's 1 HP. Once again, 4 ults here. There's no planning. They're just pressing Q.
Yeah.
The Adam just glad to get the point up for free. And they kill Void Fiber.
They can get cleaned up with time.
And they kill Bacon!
Oh my gosh. Bacon is just... What is going on?
I mean, you invest 4 ults, and you're going to get 25% off of that? Oh, God, goodness gracious. This might not be how Coach drew it up. This is not how Coach Mistletoe drew it up in the break. Calling for that quick fight. They did go for the quick fight, though, like you said. And, oh my, there's a swap coming through. We're going back to the Kuno. Oh, my God, okay. Kiri Juno, there we go. I said them both incorrectly. But now you're walking into 5 ults on the other side because you got nothing out with those late staggers. And they might just win this one at high noon.
Yeah.
It's last very territory as well. It just clean the kills and you're done.
It's just the old exchanges that are just not working out.
It's just devastating.
Nano Valkyrie, high noon grab. Nano Valkyrie, Thundering Blade and grab in the same fight is not it.
In the same fight at the same exact time. Like, if the Sundering Blade isn't anything in the grab, then you throw in the Nano onto your Venture or your Vendetta / Zarya, or you Valkyrie when you get low. You don't go 4 at the same exact time, because if you don't get anything, the Nano grabs Sundering Blade, you are just screwed the second those expire. And that's what we saw happen. They got the flip, got 25%, but then the picks on the... Anarchy and Atom find picks on the way out, and they use 0 ults. It's just tough.
Also, that's your Lucio ban.
Yeah, that's your Lucio ban gone now.
Insane.
Yeah, it's Lucio ban's gone. Eggerroll has to come in, so they go to like a non-dive map. I know Eggerroll's good at the Devo, Ball, Winston, but they go to like King's Row. You can't play Rue on the Zarya no more. Yeah, we'll We'll wait and see what the Copenhagen Cats have planned here for the next little bit here. They have to pull for a reverse sweep to get their first win on the season. Don't go anywhere. Aurora Esports continues after this.
Hello everybody, welcome to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash, Season 11. This is week 2. Adamant Adams versus the Copenhagen Cats. Yeah, I don't have any word. I'm Mistletoe joined by Booney on the production and casting side. I don't have any words after last match.
Yeah, it's tough because you see these moments of good team play from the Copenhagen Cats. You know, when they took that the second point there on Saravasa, it was a good solid play. But then just after that, it was like let's just use 5 ults all at the same time. It's just I don't know who's doing the calling and the fight planning, but Maybe it's nobody. Maybe that's the problem. Somebody have to stand up and say, hey, we're only using these ults this fight or something, because they were playing their composition correctly. They were using the nades to halt the aggression. They're using the Vendetta to get the charge for Rue, but then it was just the ult fights that they would just lose because they either had no economy or dumped it all at the same time. But yeah, we're talking now going into this map here of Runasapi. Big changes. Eguro comes in for tank. Void Fiber moves over onto support off of the DPS. Aniki goes to tank here. Adam over to the support. And everything else will remain the same there for the side of the Adams. Aniki just going hog. Probably expecting Eguru for the ball. So they're probably just going to play hard counter the ball. And if you put your champ DPS player onto Brigitte, I will rip my eyes out. Because
this is real. Oh my gosh, this is real.
It is real. Okay, yeah, we're just putting Void Fiber onto Brigitte. I would have loved to see Void Fiber on like a Wu Yang or Kiriko or something that can deal damage on top to make use of the mechanics. But instead they're playing for this Brigitte play to get the pack score their ball for their Pharah. We'll have to see if it works out here, but the Hog and the I was about to say the Hogs make the Brigitte difficult, and yep, that's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I think the cat lost on the character select, on the roster select.
It's not looking good so far. Rue will swap here to the Sierra. I know that Rue likes to play Sierra, especially with a Roadhog in the battlefield. You know, a right click into those tracking darts will be good for him. But yeah, and Eguro goes over on the Malga here off this Wrecking Ball, knowing that this is gonna be so difficult to play. So they're just playing to kill Aniki. They just want to kill this Hog the moment that they see him. But what happens to the other 4 people in your squad? We'll have to wait and see what their plan is here. Taking a coast fight right now, but Aniki's nowhere to be found. Looking for a flank hook here, but that's just checkpoint already gained here now for the Adams, and they finally get a pick here, but maybe a little too late.
Adams goes down, but the checkpoint has been cashed, and it's just unfortunate.
There's that tracking dart though on Aniki, and you saw the health bar just melting away. Especially now with Malga gonna get the burn in over on towards the big fat piggy. It's gonna be tough here. Aniki might just swap because these are honestly good hero swaps now from the side of the cats, and Bacon's finding the shots they need to make it doable. And I mean, Aniki somehow is gonna get out here with their life, but Rue and Bacon have found multiple picks this fight. They're gonna get past the checkpoint here and reset.
Rue though.
Nightfire does not get the wave spawn either, so it's a good fight victory there for the Copenhagen Cats that make the swaps here.
Roster looks, but those swaps look to come through. It's just gonna be fighting the same comp.
And Anki down early here. It's a good start. Once again, if Adam falls this high noon, but using the use of that dash from the Onron to sustain through that damage from Bacon, they're going to get out with their life here, but it doesn't look like the rest of the team will be so lucky. As Mel continues to push his cart. Austin trying to survive here. Will get out. It looks like a... But yeah, that's another fight victory. And that might be checkpoint here if they get a pick or two. Austin gets kind of stuck there. Bacon does not want to go down 3-0. Bacon and Rue in this DPS has been going crazy right now. And they got 4 ults here. They might take lead here. This is a good turnaround now for Copenhagen Cats coming alive. Yeah, checkpoint game. Riley here from Nightfire, but oh! A lot of ults being dumped in here, but it's going to be a fight victory. It's going to be 3 ults for the Copenhagen Cats, but they're going to take home that lead, and they got out. Yeah, it would have been 5 ults on the other side, but all these swaps coming through, so a full team reset, and Void Fiber holds on to the rally. We could see, a 100 meter or so push now for the Copenhagen Cats. This could get picked. All right, we did lose Mistletoe. Not sure if they crashed in game or their PC are gone, but who knows? We can take this here for now. But the rally from Void Fiber just shut down by Adam using the form on the Bastion, pumping out this damage. Bacon gets 1 for the road. That's gonna be all she wrote here. Rue is still fighting this point, not allowing it to come on through. Might survive here. Mel pumping and fully healing. Bot starting to move back here. Yeah, and that's gonna be a good start now for the Copenhagen Cats, going a 90.97 meter push unabated there by Adamant Adams, and the full swap for the Adamant Adams still means no ultimates for him. Bacon has a high noon. Rue close to get another strike. Seriously uses one here. Adam half HP. Anarchy falling very low. Forces Suzu early out from Atom. Another high noon from Bacon trying to find a pick here on the side. Got one skull, but Awesome gets caught out on the side. And Adam just goes right into the high noon's range. Meld exchange, but that might be all they get from... As... okay, about to say, Adam is playing the card just beautifully there to stay alive. But now it's just Anakin the 1v3. Bacon lights them here once again. Okay, the PC did crash. Weekends are solo cast still to get the turn to Mistletoe. Rue is going to have the CRL here for this push. Probably looking to combat once again with the Eggaroo. With the Eggaroo came. Oh, okay, but Rue just gets killed here. They get to a checkpoint here. And Voidfire looks to try to get away, but got caught on a box. Does Brigitte get out here alive? They are burning to death. So close, but they are going to get the Mega Pack just in time. But Atom with yet another pick here. Boster moving back the other direction. Still, if you're playing push, you're gonna want that one. Welcome back, Mistletoe. You're gonna invest in the cage here. Rue finds one. Finds Nightfire inside the cage here, and now Anakin can get amped up and taken down. A lot of low health bars intercepted, but Bacon doesn't need help. Bacon just needs the guns and gets the kills here. Atom also going down. This DPS duo of Rue and Bacon have put in some work on this map so far. Take a look at these stats. Yeah, 14 Elis for both of them now on the backside of this one. And the final blow is seemingly going all the way their direction. And now you have this nano cage should you decide to invest it here. But you could just cage High Noon as well. It could be a fight victory here if Eggro gets a big cage. This High Noon from Bacon is massive, but Eggro goes down. Can't pop the cage in time. And now Mel caught out on the side. Gets a sleep on towards Anarchy, but the pick's not going the way of the Copenhagen Cats. They invested. Oh, they invested in the nano. I would have loved to see him hold on to that ultimate for this next play because Voidfire just stomped off the map with a nano. Would have been so good to have that nano here, but unfortunately, gonna invest that one in, and Voidfire's gonna get long spawned. Adam is gonna pop in this artillery strike. Doesn't find anything. The Cats plays very well though. Just play this super slow, knowing how push works. They don't want to take these fights aggressively. Eggro's 1 HP though, and Anarchy just dives on in. Gets a slam onto the Void Fiber here. Anarchy 1 HP, amped up and taken up by the tracking dart. A lot being invested here. Overclock from Awesome. Void Fiber cuts it out with the rally here. Void Fiber fighting this cart, not wanting to get past towards the checkpoint. Eggro does have the spawns coming back here quicker. And down Anarchy, they can't push very far.
Yeah.
We might have to get Mistletoe back an invite here. I'm not sure. Yes, we do. There we go. Got the invite here. Voidfire taken down first. Cage comes out. And now it's another cage combo here. As they get a lot of ults, probably find both supports for the Adamant Adams. However, it's not done just yet with the help of the Kusunia Rush. The picks are here for the Adamant Adams. Copenhagen Cats instead are one's going to fall. Another 4 ult fight and another loss for the Cats.
Voidfire is now on Baptiste. I also want to point out they High Noon and Zero did.
High Noon Zero inside a cage and got 2 picks for it. We'd love to see a little more out of that combo. I'm surprised Adam is using their ult right now. I could have easily saved that for a cage combo with Anarchy, but going for it early. Voidfire's Night Fiber on the Baptiste. Using their guns and, yeah, potentially a misuse ultimate for the Adamant Adams there. You would love to have that combo back because now you got to make the long trek back towards the middle. And Atom is going to get staggered out a little bit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the OCO build fast. Making already 70 to a High Noon.
Mel does have Nano though. Can Nano Eggo roll in, help build that cage, looks for a slam, looks for a target, nobody's there. Very slow push for both these teams.
And if you see the target, they can fall, they can pick immediately.
The Nano on Eggo though, and Eggo is putting his work in the back line, force out of Suzu. And force the rally here as well, just backs up to help of the team. Voidfire's 1 HP, but has the lamp over towards the point side. And now, once Nightfire's rally expires here, they can walk back in. They might have stabilized here, though, as Anarchy just dives in against Diana. It's just Voidfire against the world right now. The world's got hands, and that's going to do it for that fight with 10 meters separating them and the lead. I don't think they're going to get there in time before fight can break out because Bacon has High Noon to create the space for his team to get back in time. They're going to have one more fight here before League is taken. And they're gonna have 5 ults here. It's 1 minute left as well, so this could be a match victory here. Wait, hold on. Bacon goes in way too early. They get the touch.
They just used Windows used.
Oh no! Wu's ult does come through. Shuts down this cage. Nightfire 1 HP. Big anti from Mel over on towards Anki. Anki's 1 HP. But then there's they don't touch. And that's lead taken away the Adamant at the final hour. And that might be the match.
Oh no.
Bacon trying here at the High Noon. The only ult for both teams is this Bacon High Noon. Bacon has found the value so far this entire series with his ultimate. Mel could potentially build a nano should this fight go long and build it towards the last push for the Copenhagen Cats. But right now, they got themselves an uphill climb ahead of them. They led for 6 minutes or so. And just the final moment, it goes away. And a slam on a Void Fiber. Knifer is in way too deep, though. Could take that down. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange of the support line here. Oh, but they can't get a nano for Egaro in time. And fixed here for the Adamant Adams. It was looking so good for the Copenhagen Cats for his Void Fiber support line. Look, by far the best of all series. Back and forth affair on the final map. But it's going to go the way 3-0 here for the Adamant Adams. Good bounce back at week 1.
Yeah, definitely looking stronger than they did in week 1, but not as much, I will say. The big question here is who do you give MVP to?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of players you give it to on this squad right now. You gotta think though. It's probably got to be. But Adam played all 3 roles. I was thinking, you probably go to Aniki for just the shooting across all 3 maps. Austin has some great shows, but only played 2 maps. So I'd say it's probably between the 2 people on the screen right now, Aniki and Adam. Adam playing all 3 roles, I think, looking pretty good. And somehow Misto joined the Adam, so congrats on the win there.
You know?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll leave it to you. We won't do an interview because I do have to go get ready for my game in half an hour. I got things to do for that. So we'll get the MVP, and then we'll send us on our way. I think Adam's a good shout. I would agree with that one. All 3 rolls today for Adam looked good. Aniki shoots heads as expected, but the captain comes through, brings the team back for an 0-1 start. Yep. So.
Looney question for you after stream.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. With that being said, everybody, thank you so much for watching. The Adamant Adams versus the Copenhagen Cats. Do we have prod for the other games tonight? We do have a 9:15 game. The Musmoto Marshadows and the Basilisks here, prodded by Greg, brought to you by Flambeau and Greg. TC might do a sort of couch cast at 8:30 for the Blockheads and Chai Chow Chillers. So stay tuned to the Discord for future updates on those matches tonight. If not, we got a lot more coming up to this weekend, Friday and Saturday, especially a huge lot of games for you. Season 11 is just getting started, and Week 2 is also just getting started. So, any parting words for us, Milton, or should we send us on our way?
Can I shout someone out?
Sure.
I shout out Nightfire, my favorite teammate, my goat. Did good today. Other than everyone else did great today, but at Nightfire, my goat. He's a rookie. He's been playing competitive Overwatch. He started this Face-It season, actually. So, I'm impressed with his improvements. Starting from, honestly, was not a good look on Face-It. So, I'm glad I'm seeing improvements by the week, and I'm happy with him. Everyone else, amazing job.
All right, we'll go ahead and sign off for the day. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you in an hour, 15 or 30 minutes. Who knows? Goodbye.